Welcome back to the Energetic Shift, the space for women in business who are done forcing strategies, done molding themselves into what the industry expects, and done building businesses from fear instead of truth. And finally, ready to build a business that actually feels like them. I'm your host, Danielle Hobson, and I'm an intuitive business coach, identity activator, and the woman who sees the version of you your business has been waiting for, long before you do. And today we're talking about something big. I'm so excited to kick 2026 off with this topic. I'm not talking surface level big, I'm talking identity big, business shifting big. The kind of shift that once you see it, you cannot unsee it. This is the thing, right? Your business grows when you do. And today I'm going to walk you right into the moment that everything changes. This is the truth that nobody tells you in business. Let's start. Every breakthrough that you've ever been through in your business came from that internal shift first. It wasn't the post that you made. It wasn't the offer that you launched. It wasn't the fancy strategy that you've been playing about with. It wasn't a new funnel and it wasn't even a new coach. It was you. Everything starts with you. A moment where you became somebody different. A moment where you stopped lying to yourself. A moment where you finally honored what you actually wanted. A moment where you took yourself seriously. And a moment where you grew, even just 1%, into the next version of you. This is identity work. Business, full stop, is identity work. You're constantly evolving, you're constantly growing, you're constantly moving up levels. The more you find out about what you can achieve and what's possible for you in business, every result you have, every client you call in, every income level you reach comes from an identity you're operating from. Not from the actions, not from the steps, not from the to-do lists. They're all tools that we use. Identity creates action. Action creates results, not the other way around. And this is why some women can follow the same strategy for years even and have wildly different outcomes to each other. They can follow the same strategy for years and not have the outcome that they want. And somebody can follow the same strategy and get results like that because the strategy wasn't the variable. It's you. So let me tell you a little something about a shift that happened within me. There was a moment in my business that everything changed, to be fair. I realized that painfully, honestly and deeply, that I wasn't scared of failing. I was more scared of being seen and being seen in my own power. I was scared of being judged, misunderstood. From the place that I come from, we judged people quite a lot. My upbringing was, I was surrounded by judgment. I was scared of outgrowing people. My loyalty streak is so strong. It's one of my highest values. And the thought of outgrowing people and leaving people behind absolutely terrified me. I was scared of being too much. I was scared of being unrelatable once I'd grown, once I'd developed. Being seen as just another coach. Being powerful in a way that made people uncomfortable. Because all of these things, like, I was growing into, my identity was really stepping into these things. I was powerful. I was too much. I am powerful. I am too much. I can be unrelatable to some people. I have outgrown people. I am misunderstood. I am judged. So I was skirting around this for many, many years, to be fair. More years than I should have done. And what I did in those times was I dimmed myself and I made myself easier to digest. I softened who I was, like softened the edges. I held myself back so nobody would feel threatened around me. I underpriced myself, my offers, my services, my amazingness, my energy, because I wanted to be accessible. I'm talking recent as well, girls. Like I'm talking not so long ago that I still wanted to be accessible to everybody, even knowing what I know now. I made myself available 24/7 just to feel like people wanted me and I was worthy. I tried to be that, I suppose, that good girl, even though I was a rebel. I'm a rebel at heart, right? But even I was like masking into this good girl in business instead of being the leader. And even though I've seen amazing success, even while being like this, I could have been far more ahead than where I am right now. And that's something that I've had to learn the hard way and I've had to accept. I saw people, women coming into the industry and literally quantum leaping past me 10 times and was thinking, what the hell am I doing wrong? This is what happened to my business. My business, like, it mirrored the energy back to me, right? Undercharging, under earning, under expressing, under leading. Not because like something was wrong with me. It was because the identity that I was running my business in was the identity of struggle, right? My business wasn't struggling. I was. I was struggling to understand these things. And once I saw that, like really saw it, really understood it, everything started to shift. Not overnight, don't get me wrong. Not instantly, not overnight, but it really started to go deep, and I really started working on my nervous system and really started working on who I was and who I wanted to be, because I stopped building my business from fear and I started building it from like who I actually am. And I started building it from a place of safety within me, which is really tapping into who I am, what my truth is. That changed everything. And now I want to talk to you. I want to talk about you and your business, because there's a version of you that your business is literally sat there on the outskirts waiting for. She's not necessarily louder and she's not necessarily busier, but what she is more of you. She's more honest, she's more expressed, she's more trusting of herself. She's more grounded in who she is and her power, and she's more willing to take up space in the world. She's more willing to lead, and she's more willing to stop dimming her light. Your business does not need you to go and spend thousands on another course. Your business doesn't need more skills. I guarantee you, the amount of time I see this, so many people just upskilling, 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 upskilling all the time, and they're still struggling because they're not upskilling on themselves. They're bringing in new tools consistently. And what they need to do is learn more about who they are. Your business doesn't need a new bloody strategy or a new skill set. You've got so much already available to you within you. It needs more you. You already know enough. You already learnt enough up to this point. And I guarantee all the stuff that you've learned up to this point, I guarantee you only used 20% of it. You've already collected enough courses, enough certificates, enough methods, enough inspiration. What you haven't done yet, though, is become the version of you who would run a business at the level that you desire. Maybe it's the 10K you, maybe it's the 20K you, maybe it's the visible you, maybe it's the leading you, maybe it's that you that's certain, or that you that's self-expressed and more herself than ever. Your next level is not locked behind that new course that you've seen on Facebook. It's locked inside the identity that you keep bloody avoiding. The one that feels big and bold and a little bit scary. It's the real you. That in itself is the thing that will activate you to your next level. So that activation moment, and I want you to take a moment right now here with me. If you can, I'd love you to close your eyes or to just soften your focus. And I just want you to feel into this. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't need fixing. You don't need more confidence before you move. You don't need permission. And you don't need validation. You need to show up as the woman you know you actually are. Not the one you've been performing, not the one you've been protecting, and not the one who's been dimming. Business shifts when identity shifts. Identity shifts when truth shifts. And truth shifts when you stop lying to yourself about who you are and what you want. This right here is the moment that your business changes forever. Because the second you decide to stop building from fear and start building from who you actually are, everything begins to rearrange itself around that decision. Okay. Just take a deep breath in. I want you to ask yourself, honestly, what version of you has been running your business? And who does your business actually need you to be? Because I know that your business doesn't need you to be a perfect woman or a loud woman or a polished woman. It needs you to be a truthful woman, a powerful woman, a self-led woman, a woman who knows who she is and she builds from that place. Remember what I said earlier, your business grows when you do. And this podcast, this space, this journey, I know it's going to expand you, stretch you, reflect you, and awaken the identity that's been waiting underneath. You're not here by accident, my darling. You're here because you're ready. And this is your shift. If today's episode hit something real inside of you, I want you to DM me the word shift on Instagram. Come and follow me at Danielle Hobson. I want to activate the woman your business has been waiting for. Your business grows when you do, and we're just getting started.